Konnichiwa, you beautiful people. So I don't usually talk about Call of Duty super often on my channel, or the fact that I'm physically and mentally obsessed with the franchise to the point that my addiction could be compared to a heroin addict. But today I want to talk about Call of Duty and the fact that I want to inject Call of Duty into my bloodstream. I know a lot of you guys don't really care about Call of Duty, but this is something that I want to talk about. So if you're a COD fan like me, maybe sit back, relax, grab a cup of paint thinner, let's get wet. As an avid Call of Duty fan, starting from COD 4 to now, I can tell you that the last decade in terms of new Call of Duty games has been very lackluster. I think the only 4 games in the series that I've played religiously that have released between the years 2013 and now are Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 2019, Warzone, and Cold War. Those games are great in my opinion, but World War II was bad. Infinite Warfare wasn't great. Ghosts was poo-poo. BO4 was meh. Even Vanguard is just terrible. The only thing saving that game right now is the Attack on Titan Armor Titan bundle. That's the only thing saving the game for me. A microtransaction based around a character from a very popular anime that I enjoy. Anyhow, my point is that I've only enjoyed 4 Call of Duties in the past decade, and that really says a lot. Call of Duties have released back to back from 2005 to now. Of course, I enjoy COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, and BO2. BO2 released in late 2012. You're telling me that they've only put out 4 good Call of Duty games in the last decade? Of course, it's personal preference, like some people might die on a pedestal for Advanced Warfare or something like that. And if I'm being honest, even in the 4 games I listed, BO3, Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, and Warzone, there are aspects of those games that I don't even enjoy. BO3's campaign was dog shit. Spec Ops and MW was terrible. Cold War's multiplayer made me want to take off my socks and pound my feet on broken glass. Not that the socks were protecting me in the first place. I like Warzone, but the hackers really ruined it for me. Now, to be fair, I haven't played since Ricochet came out. I haven't played since the anti-cheat was implemented. I haven't even touched Caldera yet, so I'm gonna try that out and see if it changes my perspective on Warzone. I think there are a number of factors as to why in the past decade Call of Duty games have become very lackluster. Number 1, the developers are being rushed by Activision to force out a title that isn't even good or perfect or finished in the first place. Take Treyarch, for example. They were tasked to make zombies for Vanguard, and although on paper it was a great idea to continue the Dark Ether story within Vanguard, however, the developers were rushed and forced to put out a product that wasn't even good or finished. Vanguard Zombies lacks content because the developers just did not have enough time to finish that product. Activision knew that the game wasn't finished, but they decided to put it out anyway. Another reason is the franchise is becoming stale, and there isn't enough time in between new titles or proper innovation. Can you imagine if 343 put out a Halo every single year? It would be the same game. Halo Infinite is probably one of the best Halos to date, and that's because 343 took all of the feedback from Halo 5, whether that was negative or negative, because nobody enjoyed Halo 5, and they spent years crafting an open world campaign and a very innovative multiplayer experience, and I think it's probably one of the best experiences in Halo to date. Whereas with Call of Duty coming out every single year, there is physically and mentally and emotionally not enough time for these developers to craft new ideas to keep the series fresh and to keep the fan base happy. I think a lot of people are also sick and tired of spending $60, $70, even upwards to $100 on a new Call of Duty title every single year. Now, I know you and I aren't required to buy Call of Duty every single year, but there's people like me that just like to buy the series just to play the new games and to experience the new story and see if there's anything new going on. And in a rare event that Activision puts out a good Call of Duty like Modern Warfare 2019, for example, there are people like me who think that those games like Modern Warfare 2019 should get a year 2 of support instead of making the previous titles obsolete and shoving out a half-assed product every year. In my personal opinion, when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, I wanted a year 2 of support and not another Call of Duty game because I felt that IW really innovated in that title. But then Cold War came out. As much shit as the multiplayer gets, I enjoyed the campaign and zombies a lot, and I would have been alright with a year 2 of content for that game as well. But then we got Vanguard, and nobody wants to play that game. The cycle of buying a half-assed product every single year gets pretty repetitive. Well, I am very happy to announce that for the first time in nearly 20 years, Activision Blizzard will not be putting out a new Call of Duty game back-to-back. Modern Warfare 2, slated to release in the fall of this year, will be the last Call of Duty title until 2024. That means Treyarch's 2023 title will be delayed until the following year, and this is pretty insane, but a very welcoming change. I'm pretty ecstatic about this change, and according to the entire internet besides Keemstar, this is great news. The only real downside about this change is that Modern Warfare 2 literally has to succeed and appeal to everyone in the community. Otherwise, they're going to have to either play an old Call of Duty, wait until the next title in 2024, or just play a different game in general. But I don't think Modern Warfare 2 will fail in any capacity. I mean, you could argue that Battlefield 2042 took multiple years to work on and it released in a very broken state. And I'm not saying that can't happen to a Call of Duty title going forward if they decide to skip a couple years in between releases. As far as I know, development has been pretty smooth for IW. I mean, they've been working on Modern Warfare 2 for practically 3 years now. And it seems like Treyarch is finally getting 3 or even 4 years now to develop COD 2024. So there's literally no reason for that game to fail. Unless something internally happens, these games are going to be fine. After that, I have no idea. Don't ask me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a gynecologist. Everything else about this change is great in my opinion. I mean, Treyarch have had the shit end of the stick for years now. BO4 was rushed and broken at launch. And how Cold War wasn't even originally their own game. They had to take over development of that game and rush that product out. They haven't had a proper 3-year development cycle since BO3. Now they're getting 3, almost 4 years to develop their next title. So once again, there is literally no excuse for that game to be bad unless something internally happens. And if Activision is really okay with delaying Treyarch's game to 2024, then they must be pretty confident in what IW has up their sleeve. From what we know right now, Modern Warfare 2 will consist of campaign multiplayer Warzone 2 and the secret sandbox DMZ mode, which is supposed to be like Escape from Tarkov. By the way, I should have said this in the first place. All of this information is from Jason Schreier. I believe he used to write for Kotaku, now he writes for Bloomberg, and he put out a giant article talking about how Call of Duty 2023 has been delayed till 2024, Modern Warfare 2 getting a year 2, and there's also something else in that article that I'm going to talk about with you guys. According to the article, there's a rumored free-to-play Call of Duty coming in 2023. Now, my guess is that it'll be Warzone 2. I doubt Warzone 2 is going to launch with Modern Warfare 2. I would guess it would be coming out in the first quarter of 2023. But there is another rumor. So there's this guy on Twitter that I follow. He goes by Ralph, and he's been pretty spot on in terms of Modern Warfare leaks, but he recently tweeted that 2023 would be zombies related. There was also a leak back during Cold War cycle where some Treyarch developers were developing a standalone zombies game. So unless that got scrapped, maybe that's what they're talking about in this article. It also states in the article that Treyarch is helping on this free-to-play project in some way, shape, or form, or perhaps it's the release of Zombies Chronicles 2 for Cold War. I mean, that would be splendid. Please, Treyarch, give me that. I mean, either that or it's something completely different. My guess is Warzone 2. I would not be surprised, though, if it was a free-to-play zombies experience. That would be really cool, because honestly, the zombies community is just getting shafted and fisted. These guys are not going to get a brand new zombies experience until 2024. I mean, I'll personally be okay. I'll just go play BO3 custom zombies if I'm looking for something new. I could also play Cold War zombies because the replayability in those maps is great. But I know there's probably some zombies players out there just pissing and shitting themselves at the thought of not being able to play a brand new zombies experience from Treyarch until the year 2024. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to have to wait and see. But the point is that Modern Warfare 2 is getting 2 years of content. Treyarch's next game has the potential to be one of the best. Possible zombies game in 2023 might be happening. If not, then it's either going to be Warzone 2 or something else. And I still can't feel my legs. Please help me. I truly believe that letting COD titles have some breathing room is great. This is going to be great for the future of the series and for the fan base. Like I said, the franchise has gotten stale, but thank Buddha, Activision are starting to act like a real company. I mean, this change will be good for all of us. It'll be good for the developers in the game in the long run too. Now the devs could actually focus and take their time instead of being forced to work overtime and rush out a broken product. Not only that, but maybe with the break in between games, the developers could actually come up with solid new ideas and innovate the game so that it's not just copy and paste every year. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Are you happy that we're finally getting a break from COD? Are you excited for 2 years of Modern Warfare? What do you think the free-to-play title will be? Warzone 2 or zombies related? Let me know. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, follow me on all of my social links, and join my zesty flaming hot Discord server. Links are in the description below. Have a great day, everyone. And remember that Modern Warfare 2 will be the greatest Call of Duty title to date.